them being the largest crypto exchange in the US speaks volumes already that if there will be larger adoption, for sure they will get a larger piece of the pie. They will get more users. More users, they will also get more transactions as well. And it's your entry point also that no matter what happens, is it Solana, is it Cardano, is it XRP, is it VeChain, is it Chainlink, is it Ethereum? It doesn't matter because all of those things that I mentioned, if there will be interest in any of those coins or tokens that I mentioned, you will see also a lot of transactions in Coinbase as well. Hey guys, so I know I've been talking a lot about crypto over the past few months because I really believe it's game-changing technology. It's something that is equal opportunity for everyone to actually start and invest in and come in today. But I know there's a portion of you that's purely invested in the stock market and still want to remain in the stock market as well, which is totally fine because if you've been following all of my posts, I would always say that the name of the game and the goal for all of this is to find an investment that fits you, that there's no one-size-fits-all strategy, that for some, it will still be bonds and there's nothing wrong with bonds, and for some, it will be REITs and there's nothing wrong with REITs because you get capital appreciation and you also get dividends. And for some, it will still be trading either Philippine market, still nothing wrong with that also because you get to watch the market in a limited time and you don't have to actually watch the movement on a hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute basis as compared to the cryptocurrency market. What I'm saying is this, that if the asset or the investment does not appeal to you, then don't go for it. But the asset and the investment that appeals to you the most, you double down in that and you put a lot of time and attention in. So if you want exposure to the cryptocurrency market, you want exposure to Bitcoin without actually buying it physically, the best thing that you can do is to buy stock market proxies, meaning companies that are highly connected to cryptocurrencies, that because they're highly connected to cryptocurrencies, either their business is highly attached to it, above and beyond their business highly attached to it, they may have or they may own a lot of cryptocurrencies as well. First things first, you can look at MSTR, MicroStrategy, and I'm a big fan of Michael Saylor. I had a video with him over the past few months. It's coming out right here. What's interesting about MicroStrategy is that their CEO, Michael Saylor, they have about 3 billion Bitcoin right now as of the time of this recordings. So you're investing into a business that is actually earning, that has a viable business, but because they have a lot of Bitcoin, should Bitcoin start to go up in price continually, it will highly affect the value of the company as well. And you know, it's led by a CEO who really knows a lot about Bitcoin. Another company that has a large exposure is Tesla. And what's interesting about Tesla, I'm a big fan of Tesla. Tesla, in my opinion, is not just electric vehicles, it's not just artificial intelligence, it's not just driverless cars, it's not just solar, it's putting all of that together in a space that is so early, so new, that it will continually expand. Tesla gives you exposure to the future of AI, driverless cars, electric vehicles, and then it's run by Elon Musk, one of the most visionary CEOs that we have right now. But they also have a large stockpile of Bitcoin. You have exposure to the business similar to MicroStrategy, but you also have exposure to Bitcoin, that as Bitcoin becomes more valuable, the company is as well. Then another way to look at it is this: exchanges, companies that are transacting or highly connected to cryptocurrencies. One that comes to mind is Coinbase. Coinbase in the US is the largest centralized crypto exchange there, and they have massive amounts of volume. And what's interesting about that is after the IPO now it started to dip, and to me it didn't make sense. Adoption for crypto will just get bigger through the years. Them being the largest crypto exchange in the US speaks volumes already, that if there will be larger adoption, for sure they will get a larger piece of the pie. They will get more users. more users, they will also get more transactions as well. And it's your entry point also that no matter what happens, is it Solana, is it Cardano, is it XRP, is it VeChain, is it Chainlink, is it Ethereum, it doesn't matter because all of those things that I mentioned, if there will be interest in any of those coins or tokens that I mentioned, you will see also a lot of transactions in Coinbase as well. So I think that's one of the easier ways also to look at it. Look at the companies that have cryptos, look at the companies that are doing trading, highly connected to it. Another way to look at it is to look at companies that become off-ramps or do a lot of transactions connected to it. I could think of PayPal, which accepts Bitcoin in terms of payments. In the same way, Visa also, which is a off-ramp to some of the cryptocurrencies. There are even debit cards that are connected to Visa in order for you to be able to make crypto transactions. So it could be like that, no? Visa, which is a very traditional financial institution. In the same way, PayPal, which is a cutting-edge fintech company, but they're also dabbling into the cryptocurrency market space. So PayPal, Visa, then you could also have Square into the mix. And what's interesting, by the way, I forgot to mention this, that in some parts of the world, you could send Bitcoin via the Lightning Network, via Strike, over Twitter. That actually means that you could send money to any part of the world to people who have Twitter and who have Strike applications in their phone at zero cost. Transfer money at lightning speed at zero cost, and it's via Twitter. That's what makes it very, very interesting, and you can add it to the mix as well. Lastly is you could look at Bitcoin ETFs. As you all know, there's one ETF that just launched in the States. It's a ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, or BITO, that allows you to be able to treat it like a mutual fund or just like a normal ETF, but the underlying asset is Bitcoin. So that's one way for you also to have exposure into Bitcoin. So all of the things that I've mentioned, from Square to PayPal to Visa to MicroStrategy to Tesla to Coinbase and even to BITO, it allows you to still be in the stock market but still have exposure to the cryptocurrency market space. And you may ask, so what's the advantage of that? The advantage to that is this: when you sell or you want to take profits on Visa, you want to take profits on Coinbase, it's essentially, again, fiat money. It's US dollars, which you can use to buy another stock. If that's your world, is you're in the stock market space, after selling MSTR, after selling PayPal, after selling Square, you have the cash already, and then you can buy another stock that you want. So I think that's the advantage, because people are asking, if I can buy Bitcoin, why do I have to buy these companies? So I believe there are people that still want to be in that space and that category and just stay in the stock market. Or for some institutions also, it may be harder for them to enter cryptocurrencies, but they're allowed to buy ETFs. I guess it's easier also since it's cash already. You lessen the transactions, you just withdraw it. After selling, you can easily withdraw it, and then no more swaps anymore, because even in the cryptocurrency market, say you sell Bitcoin into USDT, then USDT you bring it back to fiat. The more transactions that occurs, the amount of money that you could actually get also would be lesser. Those are the advantages that I could think of, but what I'm saying is you don't actually have to be into the cryptocurrency market space to have exposure into it, because you can buy stocks of companies that are highly connected to it. But in my opinion, if you're asking me, just try both. Try stocks, try crypto. And that was my journey, and that's what allowed me also to really double down into this, because I started investing in the stock market, then I got my feet wet. I actually tried it, because you lose nothing when you actually try it. You don't lose anything. So if you try and open accounts in different exchanges, you can actually buy a cryptocurrency for $10. So it's not really much. So what is starting and trying with $10 for you to be able to actually learn about it, experience it, and actually see it for yourself if it's something that's for you. And if you figure out, okay, it may not be for me, but I'm okay to invest in stocks that are highly connected to cryptos, then you go the route of what I talked about in this video. So that's it for now. I hope that this is something that's insightful for all of you, and I hope that this is something that gave you tremendous value. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.